Hello, climbers. It's Scott, the Skincare Sherpa, and I'm back to continue to guide you on this fun expedition we're taking to the top of skincare brand mountain, Mount Everest, one foot in front of the other. That's what we're trying to do so that we can enjoy the view from the top. I wanted to talk to you today about something very, very fun called Amazon. You have probably heard about it before. And so, like I know, that when you want to buy something, you go to Amazon. And so it's really, really a good idea as you grow your brand to consider Amazon. And I don't even know if it's a consideration. I almost feel like it's mandatory. But you don't have to be on Amazon, but everybody is searching for things on Amazon. Amazon has some millions and millions of credit cards on file, and everyone goes there when they want to buy something. So if you're selling something, Amazon is the place to be. There are other options such as Walmart, or people sell things on Etsy, eBay. I think you can buy things on Pinterest, but those are really small potatoes compared to the just sheer business and the revenue that Amazon is control of, that Amazon controls. So you really want to try to be on Amazon with your skincare, hair care, body care, or pet care brand. You also have the option of selling on your own website. You would probably use Shopify for that. And I have a combination of an Amazon store as well as Shopify. So, because on Shopify, I can control everything. The downside to Amazon is that you don't get the customer information. So you really aren't building an asset. You really can't reach out to all the people who've bought from you in the past, offer them a coupon, tell them about a sale that you're having, send those people to your website, really control the journey of the customer, really own the list. Amazon owns the list, and when someone else owns the list, then they control the access to it. So the way you get around that is not on Amazon, but by having your own Shopify site, which is what I have, and which is the list that I use, the customers there or the visitors. The customers, when I have the email addresses that I send promotions to when I want to make sales. But let's talk about Amazon now. And Amazon is a beast, and setting things up isn't the easiest thing, but it's not the most complicated thing either. It's one of those things you just go through the steps, and it is doable. We'll go through several of the steps here. I don't want this recording to be too long. I like to keep them to about 20 minutes or so that you don't get overwhelmed. And I can always break these recordings up and so that you can consume them when you are ready to consume them. But the first thing for Amazon, the first thing to know is that, there's something called Amazon Seller Central, and you have to set up an account on Amazon. But there are people out there who specialize in this and that will do it for you. So let me show you some of these. One of them is called, this first one, Turnkey Product Management. It's run by someone by the name of Jeff Lieber. I know him personally. He's a great guy. And so they will set up any and all things for you, full service management. They do ad management, they have coaching, business accelerators, all kinds of things. So I'm going to point out a few of these companies, agencies, Amazon agencies to you that you can use if you don't want to do it yourself. You can just reach out to them, take a look at their website, see what they offer, find out how much it costs, and decide if that's something that you want to do. I have experience with most of these companies. The next one is Voltage Digital Marketing. I know the owners of this as well, and they are great also. And so it's just a matter of what you find to be a good fit for you. It's really, you can't go wrong with one over the other. They have extensive experience in this. They've set up things with hundreds of people. You'll probably talk to Neil when if you call in. He's one of the owners. If you reach out to them, maybe not call in, but I know that he's really active. Or you could find him on all the socials because he's really active and he knows what he's talking about when it comes to Amazon. Another one is amazing.com. They have free training, they have courses, they have all kinds of things here for you to dig into. Amazing is actually the one that I used when I set up my Amazon store years and years and years ago. These were the very first one. They were the very first ones to do it. And I actually did it, got by off. I had a bootleg copy of one of their courses. And it didn't have access to all the information, but it was good enough to get me started. And, like I said, I'm cheap. And so I don't even know how I got that bootleg copy, but it wasn't a proper copy. And it got me far. It got me everything that I needed to know. I was able to figure out from doing that. Let's see what another one is here. Ignite. This is I've spoken with them before as well. They do the same type of thing. Amazon management. You see here branding, SEO, web design and development, Facebook ads, the whole 9 yards. These are people again who know what they're doing. And they can really shortcut things for you when you're trying to set it up, as opposed to going in and not knowing anything about it. They will help you. Now, of course, there's a charge for it, but sometimes things are worth paying for. They will get you there a lot quicker than you could get there on your own if you haven't done it before. The other place that you can find, there's a lot of free resources on YouTube as well. I've seen recently people have mini courses on things and enough information to get you started. They may or may not be selling things on there, selling their services after the free courses, but there's plenty of information out there that would help you get started so that you're not trying to figure all this out on your own. So let's jump over to here and see. So this is where you would go if you wanted to set up, and so I'll just walk you through now if you were to do some of this on your own. This is something called Amazon Seller Central, and this is the back end of Amazon. Anyone who's a seller on Amazon goes in through Amazon Seller Central. And so I found this site where it's getting started on Amazon. And so this is to create an account. So let me put my contact information in here so that we can start this account and just see what happens. It's been a while since I've done this, but I figured it would be cool to walk through it with you. And so it just told me that so I was logging in as if I had an account already. So let me do this. If you scroll down a little bit here, it's create your Amazon account. And then so I'll fill this out and get back to the video. So I filled everything out here using an alias, Shane Austin. I don't want to confuse the system with my name and some of my same information here. We'll see how far this lets me go, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how easy it is to get things set up. So just name, email, password, enter password. Let's see what it's asking for next. Solve this puzzle to protect your account. Place a dot at the end of the cart's path. I have no idea. Place a dot at the end of the car's path. How about that? Incorrect. Try a new puzzle. Hold on. This thing is smarter than me. The end of the car's path is here. Let's see. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Okay, geez. I felt like an idiot there for a second. So it wants me to put the dot here, I guess. I'm like, I don't even understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I was clicking to put the dot here, but I guess if the car goes this way, then the end of the path is here. I've never seen this one before, but oh wow, it still says incorrect. Try a new puzzle. Let me try. Maybe it'll give me one more. And here, this has to be the end of the car's path. No. Let's see. Okay, Jesus. Wow. So send me an email. Let me go send a password, one-time passcode to my email. Let me grab that right. Okay. Amazon just wants to verify that I am legit. That was the passcode. I don't want to add a mobile number. Oh, I'll add it. Let me just... So Amazon is not letting me do what I wanted to do. I guess they are smart to that. They don't want to let me create a fake account. I guess they would have a million accounts if they did that, because I have to put in the mobile number here. And when I put in the numbers that I have, it says they're already associated with other accounts. So it doesn't want me to do that. So I will just show you in my regular account. Pretty much if you go through this process, it'll be pretty straightforward. Answer the questions and you'll be able to get in to the main part of Seller Central, which is here. So this is an account that I have. It's an account that I've newly taken over that I will be using to launch the Awaken Skincare and the Bear Bam Bakuchiol brands. And so, but if you were to, when you get in here, up here on the left corner, there's the 3 horizontal lines, the hamburgers. You click in there, go to catalog, and then add products. So we'll walk through just a little bit of this just to get you going. So you will likely be adding a product that's not being sold on Amazon. And here they want you to select a product type. And so under the browse, it'll be categories. Let me just make sure up here. Yeah, I don't have a favorite category, so don't have to worry about that category. Browse, and so here it will likely be beauty and personal care. So click on that. And then in here, you get to narrow down on the product that you want to sell. So it could either be in personal care. Hey, let me click in here. Let's just see. Yeah, bathing, lip balm, oral care, scrubs, body treatments, skincare. But let me back up. And then I want to go to skincare just because I think that's more appropriate. So under skincare, there's body, eyes, face. And so what this does is it lets you narrow down what you're selling and who you are selling it to. And I'll show you here in 1 second where these things, where they're showing. But let's say face, I'm going to go deeper into face. And once I'm deeper into face, let's go to, how about, I don't know, treatments and masks. And then there's one here, serum. So I'm going to select serum. Now let me go into Amazon and I'll show you where these things show up. So I've jumped over here to Amazon, and these are all things that you probably never paid attention to before, but it's helpful to know. So here under, you normally just put in your product there, but under all, these are all the categories where you can find things. So beauty and personal care. And once you get into beauty and personal care, let's see what we want to search for. Let's say vitamin E oil. That's what I sold back in the day. And then from here, these are the different categories. Let me scroll down. So there's beauty and personal care. All of these are options here, skincare products. And then once you get into skincare products, these are where you'll find your product if you had listed it there. There's also here skincare, and then there's bath and body care, eyes and face. You don't really need to worry about it, but I was just showing you where if you do care, skincare sets and kits, you just have to keep drilling down and down and down and down, and then this is how Amazon places your products. But it's really not that important to you now, other than the fact that you want to pick a category that is appropriate for your product. So let's go back to where we were. And so when we're in here, it just wants to ask you for all of the details for what you are listing. And so here, if you hover over the question mark, it gives you the guidelines and the restrictions, so it can't be more than 50 characters in length. So I'm just going to go through a few of these, and I'll put something in there, and then I will start the video, the recording back for you. So I was going to fill all that in for you and let you see what I would put, but I think it's more helpful if I were to just show you inside one that I've already done. But one thing that I do want to point out here is over on the left, these are not all the fields. So really you want to be select all attributes here, so that it can show you everything that's required, not just the recommended items and not just the required items, because the more information you fill in here and all across the top, the description, the product details, the offer, the safety, the more information you give Amazon, the better they will be able to serve up your product to the people who are looking for it. So instead of doing this, I'm just going to cancel out of this, and then I will go into the Bear Bam product listing and go through all of those items there. Okay, so here I am inside of my listing, the Bear Bam Bakuchiol serum. That's the one that I was trying to get the images done on before. But so when you're in here, you'll see it's on all attributes, and it will just have these different tabs at the top. It pulled me in on this offer tab. So I'll just walk through a few of these items. The seller SKU is something that is assigned by Amazon. Agent tax is something that you pick, or it will select it for you in order to know how to properly tax the products when someone buys them. And as I mentioned, if you just hover on this question mark, it will give you information about it and give you some details on what you need to do. I didn't worry about the shipping, the migrated template. The price is what I want to sell it at. The sale price, if you were going to run a sale that you wanted to start on a certain day and end on a certain day, you'd fill in the sale price there, the start and the end date. The list price is the suggested retail price. So so whatever you put here, Amazon, if you see on a listing, there'll be a line struck through this price here. So it will show you that something is cheaper than it is actually than the list price. So it will wind up showing this price with the line through that price. The quantity here is just so that it can keep track of inventory. This listing is currently under FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant. I'll discuss that later, probably in another recording. But basically, Amazon makes a sale, but then you send it out from your warehouse or from your location, as opposed to FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. You ship everything into Amazon and they mail it out for you. There's new condition notes, max order quantity. I didn't fill any of that out. It can be gift messaged. I always think that's good if someone wants to send it as a gift, and they can send it as a gift wrap. And the offer start date 9/5. It hasn't been up yet, so I might as well just change this now. While I'm in here, we should be getting everything out by next week. So let's say November 6th, everything should be in and ready to go. So I will pick that, and restock date, don't have to worry about that. And it's United States for North America. And then let's just jump over here to the first one, product details. Let's see, target audience. In here you can list who the product is for. It pretty much just gives you the option. Let me click on here, add more. You see, so you get to pick. You click in here, you get to pick which one it's for. So you can't really just type in whatever you want. It gives you preset options. So I'm going to remove that because I already have that one in there. And then let me scroll on down. Search terms. This is an important field here. It gives you, it doesn't tell you how many, but when you're filling it out, it will probably prevent you from having more than you can, and it'll let you know how many there are. Let me jump to the end and try to type in house. Well, it's not going to let me do it. It's not going to tell me now, but when you're filling out this field, so the search terms are other related search terms that someone may be using when they want to buy your product. So, and then you use this area to put keywords in, no commas or anything, just spaces that you don't have anywhere else in your listing. It just gives you an extra space for search terms. You don't want to repeat any words that you have in the product description or in your bullets or anywhere or in your title. And so this gives you a little place to do that. Then your product description here, I have some formatting in here with bolding and paragraph breaks and things like that. And it's easy if you know what you want to say, or you can always ask ChatGPT or something like that, or another AI to help you with the copy there. And these are the bullet points. You get 5 places for bullet points. You put those in there. Any of this other stuff, UPC is one thing that you will have to get. You will have to get a UPC code, register, and get a UPC barcode number in order to put in here so that you can list the product on Amazon. It's one of the unique ways that they identify the product. And this is just the product name, the brand, manufacturing, us, Novian Skincare Manufacturing. I listed here, there's a facial serum. It does expire. I'll jump down too much. It expires, and so the expiration date is 2 years after it is opened. And so pretty much you just fill in the information here. Just give them the information that they're looking for. Nothing too ridiculous or too complicated. Some of these things you don't have to worry about. I mean, when they're grayed in, I don't worry about them. And what did I say the launch date was? I said November the 6th, I think. And then made in the USA. All of these things are item dimension. Since we're shipping them ourselves, I wasn't too worried about that. And then the indications are the directions on how to use the product, the ingredients in the product, and the material type. These are some benefits of the product: paraben free, sodium lauryl sulfate free, etc., and some special features not tested on animals, natural ingredients. You can always add more depending on your product. And so again, this is one where if you click in here, then you get to pick one of the options from there. So I will remove that last one there. And I think I'll stop the video here because it's going to get too long otherwise. And then in the next recording, I can go through some more of these tabs for you, so you can just get an idea of the information that you're going to be asked. So I hope that is helpful. Like I said, Amazon is really important, and it is something that I would strongly advise you to use if you are selling a product like this. There are several other videos that I will do on this, so that you have continue your education, learning what you're doing, follow me, what I'm doing. So for the resource list, I will be making a list of all of the resources and these companies that I mentioned today, like Turnkey Product Management. I'll be putting them all on a resource document so that you have access to it. It'll be a living document updated in real time. If you want a copy of that, head over to theskincaresherpa.com. That's theskincaresherpa.com. And you pop in your email address, and I'll make sure you get a copy of that resource list so that you can reach out to those vetted suppliers that I know them, I've worked with them, and they will do you right. Also, if you are watching on YouTube, do me a favor, please, and hit the like button. That helps me share this message, and tread lightly or firmly on the subscribe button so that you can be notified when I release more videos. So with that, I will see you in the next recording, and let's keep climbing this mountain together.